answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. But before we dive into today's topic, if you haven't checked out my previous video where I talked about Marvel vs. Capcom and does it potentially have a chance to make its big return, and I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you believe that Marvel vs. Capcom has a chance of returning back to the FGC and just back in the spotlight again? So check it out. If you like it, definitely like to hear your thoughts. So let us dive into today's topic. Today I want to talk about Capcom once again. This is pretty much a follow-up of where I last left off, where we talked about the reveal of Street Fighter 6. Now that day when I uploaded that video, I didn't know that Capcom had a presentation before the reveal of Street Fighter 6, and that was Capcom's Fighters Collection. Now the reason why I want to talk about this, because I think this is essential. This is very important move and strategic move that Capcom is trying to make as far as their fighting game division is concerned. Now the reason why I say that the Fighter Collection is important is because of the, I guess you could say, the most care they put into this Fighter Collection. Because one thing I didn't expect with the Fighter Collection, if you guys haven't checked the trailer out, is that it includes 10 games, 10 classic fighting games, which includes all the different versions of Darkstalkers. It includes Red Earth. It also includes Pocket Fighters, Puzzle Fighters, and a few other games, which I thought was like, wow, like I really want to play Pocket Fighters. Pocket Fighters was a game that I really enjoyed a long time ago. And most of all, Cyberbots. I believe Cyberbots had never had a console release ever here in the United States at all. So that's crazy enough to even see Cyberbots make its debut here on this big collection, and it releases on consoles and it releases on PC as well. And I say this is really important is because Capcom is taking these rare niche fighting games and then packaging them all into one package. Now the thing is, when companies do this, especially when it comes to Capcom, these type of packages, in my opinion, are experiments, and that's why I said this is very important. They want to experiment to know whether or not that there's interest for these brands. Now what I feel as though is that Capcom is really taking this serious is because they decided to implement rollback netcode in these games. So not only is it going to have online play, it's going to have rollback netcode as well, which I think is very important, is very essential, because the FGC and just the fighting game community in general, you know, want good netcode. And that was the problem with a lot of Capcom games, and that's one of the reasons why Darkstalkers Resurrection had, in my opinion, failed as well, because of their netcode. Now we don't know if this rollback is going to be good or not, but I have faith that they really want to put their all into it. I mean, they following examples like Arc System Works. Arc System Works is going back to a lot of their older titles and adding rollback to them, and it's really breathing a lot of fresh life into these older titles. And what I'm really looking forward to, especially, is them putting rollback netcode into BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, but that'll be in another video where we have a discussion about that. But the fact is that these older titles from Capcom themselves, such as Darkstalkers, Pocket Fighters, the Puzzle Fighter as well, and Cyberbots and Red Earth, this is just crazy. And I never played Red Earth, and I don't have any connection with Red Earth, besides the fact is that the only reason why I know about Red Earth and its characters is through Mugen. Mugen is pretty much responsible for a lot of my fighting game knowledge when it comes to these obscure fighting games, especially from Capcom themselves. So the fact is that they really going to bring Red Earth here. I'm really hoping that this collection becomes successful, because I really think that this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to see where everybody interest is at, and if there's interest in these franchises. Now another thing too is they're going to monitor to how many players are playing a specific game online with the rollback netcode. Can you just imagine Red Earth making this return? Maybe a reboot, maybe a sequel. Can you imagine everybody want a Darkstalkers game, or just the Darkstalker franchise to return? Can you imagine them bringing that back? Because Capcom is really trying to create a prolific portfolio outside of Street Fighter, and hopefully that this is the starting point for that. Now I know a lot of people, you know, that's outside of FGC don't really care about this at all, you know, and they don't understand, you know, what's the significance behind this collection. But I think this is really, really important, and I really suggest, and like I said, I'm not going to say blindly support this, but I also going to tell you too, if it's a really good product, especially with its online capability, go out and support this collection, because I think it's really important, and this will tell Capcom that yes, we want adult stalkers, yes, we want a new Red Earth, and yes, maybe we want a potential Cyberbot to make its return in modern day, you know, fighting games. So I think this is really, really important, and I think a lot of you guys, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check out the trailer. I even have this playing in the video itself, but I think this is really important, and oh my god, I can't wait to actually play Pocket Fighter. Pocket Fighters is fun, because my friend, I was in middle school when Pocket Fighters released, and he had it on, my friend Dominic Sukapon, he had it for the PlayStation 1, and I remember him letting me hold it, and I brought it home, and man, I fell in love with it. And then much later on, once I had got my own PC, when I was back in, let me say, I would say my senior year of high school, when I finally got my own PC, and my cousin Antonio pretty much showed me how to download, you know, emulators, and we played Puzzle Fighters online on the PC, and I thought that was pretty cool at the time. And then I got introduced to my mate and was able to play it there too. So I thought Puzzle Fighter is pretty cool. So the fact is that I'm able to play it again, and it's going to have online play, this is going to be something I want to really, really, really have fun with, and something I really want to play with you guys online, and maybe we can get a couple of lobby matches in. I think that's going to be pretty cool. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to just talk about the Fighter Collection just for a brief moment, to let you know how important this is for Capcom and for the community as a whole, for those who are vouching for the return of Darkstalkers, Cyberbots, and, you know, Red Earth, and many of the other obscure games. Hopefully we can pretty much get a 3D Capcom Fighting Collection that can possibly consist of Rival Schools, Power Stone, Plasma Sword, or aka Star Gladiator, and a few other 3D fighters like them Street Fighter EX Fighters series as well. Maybe if this does well, maybe they'll push something out like that in the near future, so who knows. So if you like the video, hit subscribe, hit the like button, because man, the like button and you guys just leaving comments and feedback, you don't understand how well this has been helping my channel performance. All you guys been leaving feedback. I definitely love you guys for going out, just helping out the channel. And also, if you want to stay more contact and more news with fighting games, definitely hit that bell to be notified. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.